Hi people, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am working on my goals for the year. One of the goals that I have for the year, and this is a reading goal for me, is to read a book in a day. And I have never in my life been able to finish an entire book in one day, but it is something that I really want to do for no reason actually, but it's just something that I want to do. And I thought, let's get a head start on my goals this year and just right away start trying to read a book in a day. So this is also a good practice for me to get through my physical TBR, because I have put myself on a book buying ban until I finish half my TBR, which is 31 books. So I am really excited to get through as many books as I can so I can buy a pile of books. So as I have no experience with reading a book in a day, I was thinking what kind of book can I read that's going to be quick and easy and I could theoretically get through in one day. And I thought it would be good to start off with a romance novel. Let me grab it. So a few months back I read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, and I really loved it. I thought it was very fun to read. So I thought maybe Ali Hazelwood's Love Theoretically, that's very popular on the internet, will be a great place to start with trying to get through a book in a day. And of course I'm going to vlog my experience. Let's see, there is 386 pages in this book, so that's a lot, but it doesn't look like there is a lot of words on each page. So I think this is a good contender to finish a book in a day, but we will see if I can get through this in a day. If I cannot, I will come back here and talk about the next book that I'm going to try and read in a day. But we are starting off with Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and this, I actually don't know what this is about. Let's read the blurb. So just like Love Theoretically, this is a fake dating trope, and this is about a professor in STEM who I feel like neighbors can see me doing this and I'm getting a bit embarrassed, but okay. Anyway, so this is about a professor who doesn't earn enough money, so she has a side gig, which is being a fake girlfriend for people. So this is a fake dating trope in the STEM research world, which I really love that about the Love Hypothesis. And I think I will really love it for Love Theoretically. So let's get into the video. So I thought today could be the first day that I try to read one book in one day. And I already told you the first book that I'm trying it with is Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. This has almost 400 pages, so it's a lot. But, it's snowing and I feel like reading all day. So I thought, it's very romantic, also all the snow. So I thought Love Theoretically would be great, because I'm also starting my dissertation and it's all on theme for me. So, but it is already 10 o'clock in the morning, so I don't have that much time. But I saw that the audiobook is only 12 hours, so seems to me that I should be able to finish that book in 12 hours, right? And I can also listen to the audiobook while doing some productive stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's start reading. So it is almost 1 now. I have walked my dog and I have just had lunch. I haven't finished the first chapter of Love Theoretically at all yet. I'm on page 8. I'm on page 8, but I am already enjoying this book. Going to read more now. I already have a note. So the prologue of this book starts in a public bathroom, and I remember the prologue of The Love Hypothesis was also in a public bathroom. Is this something that happens in all of her books, or is this just a coincidence? I'm very curious to know about that. But yeah, let's read for like an hour, and then I'm going to start doing some things that I need to do today that I can do while listening to the audiobook version. It's 3 o'clock and I have now read chapter 1 and chapter 2. And then I listened to the audiobook for chapter 3 and 4 while I was vacuuming and mopping the floors. So I am on page 70 now, which is about a sixth of the way through the book, so not very far. It is not boding well for my challenge for today, so I moved to the bed because it's cold and I just like sitting in bed and reading while I'm in bed. So that's why I'm going to try and read for another hour, hopefully get to page 100 at least, hopefully a little bit further than that. But yeah, I like this book. It is about a woman who is in STEM. She is a theoretical physicist and she's trying to get a job right now. And basically, her academic rival is one of the people that is going to vote on whether or not to hire her. And also, there is this misconception between them because they have already met before in a different setting, which is making him think that she's a bad person. Yeah, I think Ali Hazelwood's writing is really funny. I really like her humor, and also I like the men she writes. They are hot. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, I really like it. I'm going to read for another hour now. I am on page 117. The sun is going down and I can see a beautiful patch of sky. So I think it's about time for me to go on a run. I've been putting this off for over a week, so I should really go on a run. But I really like this book. I really love the dynamic. It's almost like, in fantasy sometimes you have a character that has some kind of superpower and then they meet someone that their superpower for some reason doesn't work on, and this is kind of like that, where she molds herself to be precisely the type of person she thinks the other person she's interacting with wants to see, and it doesn't work on him. She cannot read him like she can read other people, and she doesn't know how to bend herself into that form that he would need. So she is kind of herself with him, and I really like that interaction. And also, it is something that resonates with me a lot because I am definitely like that. But anyway, I need to get dressed to go on a run. It's ice cold, but the sky looks beautiful, and I gotta go. Just got back from my run. I did 6.5K. I am pretty exhausted, but it did feel good. It was a good run. It was beautiful scenery as well. So glad I did it. Glad I am back now. It's dark outside now. So it was pretty dangerous in the end because, well, not in the end, it was about halfway. I was running on a road which was very narrow and people could drive 60k an hour there, which nobody does. They run about 80k there probably. Very dangerous, and I didn't have any light or anything, but I made it out unscathed. There are not many cars there, it's just that it's dangerous. I'm going to take a shower now, and then my husband is on his way home as well. And then we're going to have dinner, which is going to be fries today. I've got candles going and I am relaxed and reading. So it is 7:30. I am on page 121 and I'm going to read as much as I can. It is 10:30. I made it to page 192, so I'm about halfway through the book. I'm going upstairs. I'm going to bed right now. I'm not quitting the reading. I'm enjoying this book very much. So I made myself a tea. I'm going to go to bed and read a few more chapters. But we can safely say by now that I failed today's challenge. This is not, the video doesn't end here. I'm keeping this video going until I can finally manage to finish a book in a day, but it wasn't this one. It wasn't today. I will come on here tomorrow to update you about how far I got. This wasn't the book that I was able to read in a day, unfortunately. Even though this is a really good book, I really love it. It is easy to read, it's quick to read. There's a few things that I did wrong today. I will talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to bed now and read a little bit more, a little bit. Good morning, it's the next day. I have not finished the book. I am about 2/3 of the way through, I guess. I'm on page 230. So I have read 230 pages. I don't think I have ever read that many pages in a day. Maybe I have, but not that I can remember. I haven't even, I have this diagram where I keep track of how many pages I read in a day, and I don't even have enough space on there. It goes up to 150. So you can tell how much faith I had in myself. But anyway, there was a few things that went wrong with this book in this challenge, trying to read this book in a day. Because, okay, first off, I started around 12, around noon. Well, actually, I started at 10, but I read 5 pages, and then I did all these other things, and then at 12, I really actually started, and then there were some things that I had to do during the day that take time. Time away from reading. So the next time I'm going to try this, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to start right away, and I'm going to do it on a day that I don't have anything else to do. So I don't have to go on a run, stuff like that. I don't have anything to do. So yeah, see you for the next one. Good morning, guys. I look a mess. Sorry for that. It is Sunday morning. It is almost 10:30. So it is Sunday, and Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands has been staring at me from my bookcase for over a week now, and I really want to read it. And even though I know that today is not a day where I can just spend the entire day reading, because I just have stuff to do today, I still want to try and read this book today in a day. So I'm setting myself up for failure here, but I really want to read it, and it has been staring at me, and I just cannot find a day where I don't have anything to do. So I'm going to take every opportunity today that I have to read this book. This is the second book in Emily Wilde's series. The first one being Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I really love that one. It's a children's book, and it has about 330 pages. But because it's a children's book, it should be easy to get through. The font is pretty big, so I really hope that I can at least manage to almost finish it today. We will see. Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I have been saying in all my previous videos where I mentioned this book that it was the Oleanders. I don't know where I got that from, but it definitely says Otherlands. So anyway, Emily Wilde is a scholar who researches fairies. So that is a field of study that I did not know about. And if I had known about it, I would have gone into that field. But unfortunately, I have to read about Emily Wilde and her scholarly escapades. So I remember Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies read like her field notes. I am not sure if this one is like that as well, but I will let you know about that. Oh my god. I will let you know about that pretty soon, I guess. So let's just start reading Emily Wilde. Good morning, guys. It's the next day, and yesterday I read exactly 1.5 page of Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. So scratch that. We're going to try again today. It is 9:45. I'm going to start right now. Hi guys, it is 5:30 and I have made it to page 45, which is chapter 3 I believe, but the chapters don't have numbers, so I don't know. It is the 15th of September on this page. So not very far yet, but I have the entire evening to read, so I'm going to do my best and try to get through it, but we will see. Sorry, I forgot to bring my microphone, so the sound won't be great, but it's 9, I'm in bed because I want just to have a cozy night reading with my tea and some chocolate. I am on page 74, so not that far yet. I am really enjoying it already. It is her journal entries, which is really nice. I love being back with Emily Wilde and Wendell. It's really fun to read about scholars who research fairies. It's right up my alley. I really enjoy this book. So I am not in the illusion of thinking that I can finish this book in the next 2 to 3 hours. It's not going to happen. But I will have a nice cozy night and read for as long as I can. Hopefully make it to page 150 at least, halfway through the book. It is not going as planned. Theoretically, I got further into that one than I am going to make it into this one. I'm pretty sure about that. But it was ruined when she bought it. I knew going into this that I probably wouldn't be able to finish this book today, but I just wanted to read this book so badly, so here I am. Anyway, I'm going to read now. Good morning, you guys. Another day, another chance to read a book in one day. So today I have another book that I think might be the one that I will be able to read in one day, which is Godkiller by Hannah Kaner. This one is less than 300 pages. It is 288 pages. It is pretty tall, like the book itself is big, but it is not thick at all. And I think with 288 pages, I will be able to finish this one today. The audiobook is available for me too. I have put it on 1.2 speed, and then it says that it takes 10 hours and 45 minutes. And I have a lot of stuff to do around the house. I want to clean. I have to go walk my dog, of course, which takes an hour. I will probably get ready, put on makeup, maybe do my hair. All in all, I think there's a lot of laundry for me to do and to fold as well. So all in all, I think I can definitely spend 5 hours doing all those things while listening to the audiobook. That's already half the book done. So I am very optimistic about today's challenge. I think I can definitely finish this one in one day. The cover art is, as you can see, very beautiful. And this one is about someone that kills gods. I am not entirely certain. Kissen's family were killed by zealots of a fire god. Now she makes a living killing gods, and she enjoys it. And I saw that this one is pretty highly rated on Goodreads. So I think it's going to be a fast-paced fantasy type of story that is right up my alley. So I can probably keep my attention. And as I said, it's not that thick. It's less than 300 pages, so I think I can make it. It is 10 past 10. I had my morning tea and I watched my show, and now I can start doing this. I'm going to go get ready right now, and while I'm getting ready, I will listen to the audiobook. That's how this starts. Hi guys, I have walked the dog and listened to the audiobook, and I did some laundry. It is 2:30. I'm on page 68, so that's about 30% through the book, I guess. And I'm going to clean the house now and listen to the audiobook again. So let's go. Hi guys, it's 7 o'clock. I have been cleaning, I've been decorating a little bit for spring. I made it to chapter 12, which is on page 101. So it's not going as well as I was expecting. I really thought this was going to be the one where I was going to finish the book in a day, as there are still 288 pages. That means I'm only a third through the book, about a third. That's if I still want to finish it today, but I don't think that's feasible anymore. It's probably going to take, like, okay, I have to read another 180 pages. Say I read 30 pages an hour, that's still 6 hours that I have to read, which it is 7 o'clock. I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm going to go and vacuum right now and listen to the audiobook again. So let's go. Hi guys, it is 9:30. I am on page 128, so not even halfway through the book. I decided to just give up on this one for today and go to bed with some tea and watch the new Avatar series with my husband. I will try again with another book on a later date. Good morning, guys. It doesn't really matter what day it is, but it is May, and I started this video in, I think, January, might have been February. 3 books I haven't been able to finish in a day, and now I feel like I need to finish this video. I need to finish this. So I thought, you know what, let's see if I have any books in my physical TBR that are also very small that I can finish in a day, that hopefully have audiobooks with them available to me. So I was looking, and I saw I have The Great Gatsby in my bookcase, and it's a very small book. It's, I don't know, I think it's less than 200 pages, I'm not sure, but I looked up The Great Gatsby in my app. Everend is the app I use for audiobooks and ebooks. I have a subscription to that, and yes, it's in there. And it's also only 5 hours, and I put it on 1.2 speed, so it's only 4.5 hours. And right now I am doing the dishes, and I started the audiobook. And later today I was planning on working in the garden. It is a bit rainy, but maybe later today it won't be. So I thought, you know what, it does feel a bit like cheating. So I might finish this video off with The Great Gatsby and then try again later this year, maybe in the summer. But for now, I'm going to try and listen to The Great Gatsby in a day, which is only 4.5 hours. So I feel like I should definitely be able to do it. And yeah, let's start with it. I'll talk later about what this book is about. And let's do the dishes. Hey guys, I'm back, and the last time I talked to you was Thursday, when I was trying to finish The Great Gatsby in a day, and spoiler alert, I did not. I listened to only the first chapter of The Great Gatsby. It's really bad. I only listened to the first chapter, which was about half an hour of listening time. So it's safe to say that this was a fail. I did not finish a book in a day. I tried 4 times, and this is where I'm ending this video. And I will definitely try this challenge again once I gather my thoughts, and in the summer when I have time for this. So I will talk about why was I not able to finish a book in a day. There are several reasons, I think, for this, but I have just been editing today's video, and the first thing that I noticed was that every time I try to do this challenge, I started after 10 o'clock in the morning. Usually, I started filming at 10 o'clock and introducing the book that I was going to read that day, and then didn't start reading until usually after 11 or 12. So it's a really late start if you want to finish a book in a day. That's point one. Point two, I also noticed that every time I tried to do this, I also had a lot of other stuff to do that day. So I was distracted from reading and I didn't start early enough. And then the third thing that I have noticed while doing this is that I am very easily distracted from a book. So once I've been reading for like half an hour, maybe an hour, usually after an hour I get really distracted. I cannot read further, and that is something that I should have known because I know about this thing. Like there's been a lot of research about this, and people need a break after every hour of concentrating on working. And if you take a break every hour for like 10 minutes, then you are going to be way more productive than you are if you don't do that. So, these three things I'm going to take with me for sure for the next time I'm going to try this challenge. So, the next time, what I'm going to do differently is that I'm going to pick days where I don't have anything, like, I'm going to block off my calendar and only have reading for that day, and also no chores in the house or anything like that, just reading. And on that day, I'm going to wake up early and start reading right away at around 8 o'clock. And then every hour, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from reading. And hopefully, next time, I can finish a book in a day. But let's talk a little bit about the books that I did read. I haven't finished The Great Gatsby yet. I'm like halfway through that one right now, but I have finished the other three. So, first book that I read was Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and I really, really love Ali Hazelwood and the books she writes. Well, at least I've read two of them right now, and I really enjoyed both of those. So I'm definitely going to pick up more of her work. She's released several books this year, I believe, so I'm definitely going to pick them up as soon as my reading ban is lifted, which is on my birthday, which is in 2.5 weeks. So I'm really excited to go to the bookstore after my birthday, and I'm going to do a huge book haul. I think maybe if I anyway, Ali Hazelwood is a queen. I really like the way she writes her characters and the interactions they have and the banter that is between them, and they just feel so realistic, and the love that they have is also romantic and realistic and less about lust and more about finding each other's personality and really loving each other. So I really like that. So Ellie Hazelwood's Love Theoretically is a 4.5 stars for me for sure. I was crying reading this book because I could see myself in the main character a lot, and it kind of um, gave me a mirror, and it was quite emotional for me, but that might be just me. It's also set in STEM, which I really like. It's a very specific type of environment, I feel like, and I really enjoy reading about those types of things and people being driven for their career. It's really fun to read about. And then the second book I read was Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands by hmm. I want to say Heather Fawcett. Let me just look it up real quick. Yes, I was correct. It is written by Heather Fawcett, and this is really a cozy fantasy type of story, also set in a academia type of field, and I really, really enjoyed it. I really liked the way that it's written. So it's written like her field notes, and it's just really fun to read that way. And I'm also finding that I really enjoy cozy fantasy type of stories, so I'm definitely going to look into that a little more. Please comment down below any cozy fantasy reads that you can recommend to me, because I really want to read more of those. Really enjoy that specific genre. And yeah, I just really thought it was fun and cozy, and I really love Emily Wilde's stories. So definitely keeping my eye out for the next one to come out in the series, and give that one 4.5 stars as well, I think. And then the third book I read was Godkiller by Hannah Kaner, and I didn't really enjoy that one as much. I don't know why. I couldn't really connect with the characters. I didn't like the story that much, and also the creatures, the gods that were in this story, they felt more like fate to me and not really that much as gods. And I was really looking forward to a story where you read about gods, because Godkiller, yeah, it just kind of fell flat for me. And I still gave it 3 stars, by the way. I did enjoy reading it, and I'm most definitely going to pick up the second book in the series to see if maybe I like it better the next time. But that's basically it for me for today's video. Like I said, I'm going to try this again, so please comment down below any recommendations of books that I could try this with and that I might be able to read really quickly, in a day. And please comment down below also, have you ever finished a book in a day, and which one was it, and how did you come to finish a book in a day? Do you do that regularly? Like, what is that life like? And yeah, that's it for me for today. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!